The Albanese government's $2 billion commitment to fund green hydrogen projects will be welcome news for South Korea, which needs vast amounts of the resource to help it cut emissions by 2050. Business reporter Ed Boyd travelled to the Republic of Korea as a guest of the Walkley Foundation to produce this report.
South Korea's industrial city of Ulsan has been testing hydrogen as an energy source for about 16 years. It built the world's first hydrogen-powered town in 2013, providing clean energy to 140 households.
As Korea doesn't have a favourable environment to produce solar or wind energy, so we have to buy green energy from overseas.
Ulsan's vision is to become the world's leading hydrogen city by 2030. To achieve this, it desperately needs more hydrogen, and Australia is in the box seat to provide it.
It's not going to be possible for Korea to produce all of that hydrogen domestically, so they're going to need to import it from elsewhere. Because of the strength and trust and longevity in the Australia-Korea relationship, there's strong potential for our companies to work together to help fill that Korean need for clean hydrogen.
Han Woo-ri is the Director General of Hydrogen and Energy at Ulsan Technopark, a government-funded facility dedicated to researching and finding uses for fossil fuel alternatives. He's concerned with China's military presence in the South China Sea, which makes shipping hydrogen from Australia an attractive proposition.
You have to think about the tension between the US and China, and actually the hydrogen shipped from the Middle East or hydrogen shipped from the US, they have to pass the conflicting areas, but the hydrogen shipped from Australia, it can actually bypass the conflict regions, so it can become a very stable source of hydrogen.
Korea Zinc is the world's largest refiner of zinc, copper and lead. It's intending to power its Ulsan refinery with green hydrogen from Australia. The company owns a solar farm near Townsville and is planning to further invest heavily in Australia.
Australia, so I think it will be billions of US dollars. So in the coming years.
Korea Zinc and its Australian subsidiaries Arc Energy and Sun Metals are strongly focused on building more renewable energy projects.
For the renewable energy, especially for the solar, we need a lot of sunshine, which the Australia can provide, and also for the wind. And compared to our peninsula, Korean peninsula, you have the huge amount of land available with very low expense.
Ulsan is also home to Hyundai, the world's third largest car manufacturer, which builds hydrogen-powered vehicles. There are about 30,000 of these cars on the road in Korea, and the number is increasing. Korea is committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2050, and a big way of doing that is reducing emissions from vehicles. Currently there's about 100 hydrogen charging stations like the one behind me across the country, but by 2025 Korea is planning to have 450 of these stations across the whole of Korea. The neighbouring city of Pohang is home to POSCO Steel, one of the world's largest crude steel makers. POSCO has pledged to invest about $60 billion in Australia by 2040 to build solar and wind farms which will produce green hydrogen and green steel. Edward Boyd, Sky News, South Korea.